where is everybody at? What is going on here? What is going on here? Where is the people? Hey, Anna, I got a few lurkers. Come on in, y'all. I want to share an update with you.
It's difficult. You better wake up and put me on a pedestal. I bet you know, I know that you know. Do it every night. Show me a good time. You can do, I let you. It's like your attention. Learning from the best is what you gotta do. Treat me like a treat me.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm so happy some of you have joined me today with an update about Mielle Organics, which is a hair company, hair products, leave-in conditioner, shampoo, the sensational rosemary oil, okay, leave-in spray conditioners, and curl definers, a whole lot of products which was targeted for women with wavy to very coily hair and everything in between. And there was an outrage, again, I shared with you, that happened all over TikTok. We'll get into it. Let me see who's in here so far. Hey, CC. I am She the Divine. Nikki. Bridget Denise. Elvira. Let's see. Let's see. Anna Bentley. First name. Nikki says, do we ever see white hair companies selling their businesses to black women or changing the ingredients? Or is it the other way around? Well, I do see black women for Pantene on those commercials and a few other products. I mean, like I said the other night, I've used products that aren't black owned, and I didn't notice a huge difference, honestly, with how my hair came out after being washed. But everybody has a different experience. Okay. I have a bad experience with salons. I haven't been to a salon in years, which is horrible to say. I could not stand coming in when they would tell me to come in and they have four people ahead of me, ruining my Saturday. I have plans. You told me to come in at 8 and there's four women waiting. That's ridiculous. And this has happened so much throughout my life that I got disgusted. And I don't like going to salons as much. I don't know if they've become more professional these days. I don't know. I've been hearing all types of stuff where you're being charged fees if you don't wash your hair before you come in, or all types of stuff like deposits. A whole lot of stuff has changed, that's giving more women headaches from what I hear. I'm not against going to the salon at all. I just haven't been in a while. And my experiences was never that great going to salons. I've had, the hairstylists eating their Chinese food while they're doing my hair. You know how that go. People coming in selling stuff and they stop what they're doing, or some of them getting an attitude with me. There was a time where I learned how to do ponytails by myself, because when I would get the ponytails at the salon, the ball would always show the bun. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to learn how to do this my damn self. And I did at my house. So, that's just my experiences with the salons. Okay. Some of the salons that I've been to, just got frustrated. So, um, and there's so many tutorials right here on YouTube teaching how to do stuff by yourself at the house. But I'm not against going to the salon. I want to go that method that I shared in my community section, getting a deep condition, a wash, and lightly cornrow. and stuff like that. So, or a Dominican blowout. That was good. One time I had that done, and it was turned out good. So, okay, Mielle Organics. Well, a lot of Black women's worst nightmare has come true that they predicted on TikTok what would happen. Nobody believed it, and it has happened. Oh, let's just calm down. Let's calm down. Okay. So, give me one quick little second. All right. So, Mielle. P&G Beauty has acquired Mielle Organics within days. I mean, her products were, it was women were going crazy. A lot of women not Black were using the oil, and a lot of Black women were upset all over TikTok saying you can't use this oil, it's not for your hair. Honestly, I've never heard of a woman not being able to put oil in her hair. I can see if you were saying a curl defying cream, okay, if she doesn't have curly hair. But, I didn't get upset about it. I didn't care. I thought it was good for her business. But a lot of Black women were saying that this is going to be a disaster. What happened to Carol's daughter is going to happen. What happened to Shea Moisture is going to happen, where they got really popular and apparently their ingredients changed, is what they said, because they wanted to now cater to women with looser hair patterns or straight hair. Now, Mielle does say that they cater to most hair patterns, but I showed you the pictures, usually wavy hair, which women not Black also have, to curly hair, 3-type hair, to 4C hair. So a wide range, but not necessarily always bone straight hair type of thing. I'm not sure, but okay. So let's see. So the hair care brand was founded by a wife and husband duo, Monique Rodriguez and Melvin Rodriguez. The company was founded in 2014. So let's see what it says also. All right. PG and Beauty has acquired Mielle Organics, a Black founded textured hair care brand, for an undisclosed sum. When you hear undisclosed, believe me, it was in the millions. For her to give up her company or join forces with them, it was in the millions. Demai, why do you have 666 in my chat? I need to know what's up with that. I don't get down with none of that voodoo or devil type of stuff. I will be removing that. Are you down with that? Because I'm not down with that, honey. I'm not having that up over here, that demonic stuff I see in the chat. Let me know what you down with. Oh, okay. You said 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons. Well, we didn't know that. You know what that means, usually, that number. All right. So that's what you mean. Okay. So, you know, so it was a Black founded textured hair care brand for an undisclosed sum. Meaning, in my opinion, when I hear undisclosed, that means it was so much money she does not want people to know, which I totally understand. And with the founders stressing the deal will increase availability of the products. I repeat, this deal is supposed to make more of these products available, because she was more than likely overwhelmed with how many people was buying up the product. I mean, if she doesn't own a factory, or I don't know what's going on, but she needed some help, I assume. But according to everybody, she sold the company for an undisclosed sum, more than likely millions and millions of dollars. Okay? She says that there are no plans to change the formula. Now, some Black women, they believe her, and some don't want to hear it. They don't believe her because they said that's what Shea Moisture said, and that's what Carol's daughter said. I never used those products like that, so I don't know for sure if it changed or not, but that's what a lot are claiming. Okay. First Name says, well, they should have hired help. Love versus Love says they're going to change the formula. Look what happened to Carol's daughter. Nikki says, but if she sold it, does she still have any way? I mean, I'm not sure if it's a partnership where she's still the head of the company and makes all the decisions, and they're just helping her distribute the products and more better. I don't know if that's what's going on, or maybe they're going to help her with even better marketing and join forces where they both get a cut from this deal together. I'm not sure of the details, but all I know is that they said P&G Beauty has acquired Mielle Organics. And everyone is saying, she sold it the same way what happened with Carol's daughter. Also, before we get into it, I want to shout out Shima. Shima surprised the mess out of me on my last live about Mielle Organics. I have known about Shima for years. She is an OG here on YouTube, one of the original hair care gurus. Hair down her back. People didn't want to believe it was her hair. She made all these videos showing that it was her hair. She has her own hair care company, Shima Oil. She says it's like liquid gold for your hair. Okay, now some of her products was on Amazon, but they're currently sold out. But if you go on her website, shimahair.com, shimahaircare.com. Her oil is still available for about $20. Okay, so Shima, that is a picture of her hair right there. Shima is still doing her thing and selling her oils as well. And I'll be sharing again the other companies of Black women who have oils for your hair, for those of you who might want to try some different products as well. Okay, so Monique Rodriguez, she actually used to be a nurse. She was a nurse for a few years and she became really popular on social media. Her hair is down her back and everybody wanted to know, what are you using? What do you put it in your hair to retain such length? And she started her hair care company in 2014. Her husband also helped her with the company and things just took off. You can find her hair care products in Walmart, Sally's, many beauty supply stores, and maybe I think even Target. Many, many stores sell her company. And to me, what has happened to her recently is a dream come true for any business owner. I'm sure she was so happy with the response of so many women buying up her hair products. Whether you have curly hair or not, I feel like, hey, you want to try my product? Try my product. If it works for you or you like or it makes your hair grow or whatever, then that's good no matter what the texture. But again, she was always aware of who her target audience were, her biggest supporters were. Okay, a lot of Black women at large. Okay, and her company has been very successful, but now it's sort of hit the stratosphere this last week, even though there again were a lot of outrage and everything like that. And her family have been very blessed, doing very, very well. And now, I mean, a dream has come true for her, even though there have been mixed reactions, of course. So everybody was going crazy over this rosemary mint scalp and hair oil, strengthening oil. Some said that the prices went up, it was selling out. But my thing is, again, if you can't find it at the store, you can just order it online. You can order it on the official website, on Mielle.com, MielleHairOrganics.com. Okay. All right. So what happened was, again, this very popular TikToker, Alex Earl, she has a huge amount of followers. Again, there were always Black women promoting her products, but they didn't have the pull like her because she's just more popular on TikTok. And she showed again what products she used, and she showed the Mielle rosemary oil product, and women of all walks of life, mostly a lot of women not Black, went crazy for the product. Some were swearing by the products, others said their hair was coming out. It was a mixture. Black women telling them this is not a product for you. For me, I could see again if it was a curl define or cream or something. I've never known of a hair oil to discriminate. It's oil. Anyone can use an oil. Like seriously, that's how I feel. I'm not tripping over nobody using a hair oil. If the oil is meant to help grow your hair, it don't matter what texture you got. It's supposed to go into your scalp. Now, if you're trying to use something meant for three type hair or four type hair and you have one or two type hair, then no, it's not going to necessarily work. But I'm not tripping over an oil. But people were buying up the oil. Black women felt like it's time to gatekeep, which I disagree with because as a so-called minority in this country, we as black women should be able to share with black women products we use. And why the hell wouldn't I want to see a black woman become a multimillionaire with her hair products? The only issue I see a lot saying is that they're afraid that she won't stay true to her core audience and change up some ingredients that was meant for curlier hair. So things got so bad, as you can see, they were putting security locks on the oil. Yes, y'all, they have started putting security locks on the oil in some stores. That's how serious it's gotten, you know. So now that the news has come out that she has, well, from what I've read and what I've seen, reportedly sold the company to P&G. This has been some of the reactions so far. Okay, hold on for a second, actually. All right, this is from Ethel. She says, I'm happy for Mielle Organics. She's cashing in. It's the nature of capitalism. I will not fault her for it. Sis secured her bag. I will shift my spending as well as economic support to other Black owned brands. The goal is to save our hair and encourage economic empowerment. Okay, the next response, I hate this so much. We can never have anything for ourselves. This is a business. But I get what she's saying too. I mean, you can think about BET. You know, BET is one example of a disaster that happened. Um, again, I don't know if Carol's daughter's ingredients changed or not, or Shea Moisture. Only the people who were heavy supporters know. But that's what they said happened. So far, again, she's stressed. I'm not going to change the ingredients. But, you know, how do I word this? I feel like some women do not understand the nature of business. Now, I do understand about remembering your core audience, having integrity, okay, and all that other stuff, and ethics, and all that stuff that goes into business. But at the end of the day, if I'm not going to change my ingredients and I'm true to my word, then just relax. But we don't know yet if she's going to change anything. But you have to understand people get in business to make money. That is the point of a business so that you can create generational wealth. I cannot get on the level of Walmart or Target if I'm only selling shit to a small demographic within the country. But and again, when I looked on her page, I saw who she was marketing her products to. It wasn't just curly and kinky hair, it was also loose wave hair. So it's not just black women, it's other women who also have curly, looser hair too, who also buy it. Now I didn't see any straight up white women on the page of who it was marketed to who might just have one A hair, you know, straight up bone straight hair. Even though there was some products marketed to straighten hair, but again, when it says straighten, I assume a blowout, a flat iron, or a perm type of thing, you know. So but I'm sure again she's not complaining like hell. Go ahead, buy it up. Whether it works or not, I am making my money and if you like it, I love it, you know. But, as long as we don't change what has been working for many, many black women who are my core supporters, then that's what matters too. Okay, so another response was, all right. This was the fear about Mielle getting colonized. There's no doubt the formula will change, and they will forget the consumers who got them there. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't know too much about a lot of hair products. I'm just learning stuff myself. I just know everything works differently for people's different hair types. Only the people who've been buying up her products for years, they'll be able to tell the difference if that happens. And I'm sure they will come out and let the people know if it has in fact changed. Okay, let's see. Another response. I get I get you, but we can't cry for generational wealth and be mad at how someone creates it unless it's in an unethical way, of course. Okay? Once I became an entrepreneur, I stopped being closed minded to this idea that this makes you a sellout, but that's just me. Let me read that again. I get everything y'all are saying, but we can't cry about generational wealth and then be mad about how we create generational wealth. Once I became an entrepreneur, I stopped being closed-minded to this idea that this makes you a sellout, but that's just me. Okay, let's see the next response. Yes, there's an untapped gold mine in Black beauty, one that mainstream isn't quite able to harness yet for obvious reasons. But with more of us making headway like this, I'm hopeful that authentic representation and inclusion will finally make way. Thank you for sending me this. Okay. And lastly, from Kaylin, she says, F every single white girl that used Mielle oil because now they are partnering with a white hair company. And I know this is going to be a whole new Shea Moisture situation. I am pissed off. Oh, Lord Jesus. Well, Shay Shay says it was a smart business move. Chanel says, I use her products. You're right, Cerebral. I'll be able to tell the difference. Shaking my head. I understood folks want to make money, but she also should have thought about the black women who supported her. But what crime has she done seriously yet if, as of right now, and what she said, she's not going to change the ingredients, you know? Nikki says money isn't everything. Her black women supporters weren't enough. Well, it goes both ways with business, you know. Anybody in business, I have to make a living. That's why I started the business. I'm spending my time day out and day night putting this together. Marketing costs money, promotion costs money, having my official website costs money, packaging costs money, buying the ingredients from overseas or whatever from the manufacturers costs money. And that's business. And I'm working with other races to get all of this together because we don't produce any of this shit like that. The bottles, everything. So she can be mad, oh, she's partnering with somebody white. She was already working with people not black anyway, just to have her business functioning. That's the denial part that a lot of black people don't understand. When it comes to this great dream of just being independent, it don't work like that. Whether you no, in some way you working with other races who have these products that you have to buy in bulk to get at a low price, usually from China, the bottles, the ingredients, the marketing, who I have to pay for this website to function, a monthly bill just to keep it running. All that ties in. This is business still. The best thing she can do is not change her ingredients. Keep her word with that. Maybe she can draw up a contract with P&G. Maybe she can even Once they start manufacturing her products in large bulk, she can take one of them and take it to a lab and test out and see if anything has changed. But we shall see. Okay, they also issued a statement. This is what they said about Black leadership. I haven't even read this. I'm reading this with you. Let's see what she said, what they said. Sorry if it's a little small and blurry. Okay. Melvin, that's her husband. She said, Melvin and I will remain the CEO and COO of Mielle. Mielle will still remain Black led and operate as an independent subsidiary, and we are committed to providing opportunities for Black leadership in our company, as we always have. Every Black entrepreneur should be able to scale and have access to opportunities to grow and expand their business like any other culture without being labeled a sellout. Oh, damn, I didn't know. Oh, girl. Okay, girl. Okay, Monique. Okay, I guess she probably was getting a bunch of hate mail or something. She had to let them know. Okay, let me read this again, what she said. Okay, let's take it all in. This is the first time I've read it. She said, Melvin, me and my husband will remain basically in charge of this company, and we will operate it as an independent subsidiary. And we are committed to providing opportunities for Black leadership in our company, as we always have. She said, every Black entrepreneur should be able to scale and have access to opportunities to grow and expand their business like any other culture without being labeled a sellout. This is not a sellout. This is a sell up, a level up for our company. This is growth. When we have more, hold on, when we have more, we can do more to give back and uplift our community. We can create more businesses in the community and allow them to grow and scale and not feel bad or ashamed about it. It's a win for our community when businesses have the opportunity to grow, scale, and expand. Okay, I agree with her, you know. So that was the statement from Mielle Organics. Well, Black people have to understand we're not at that point yet, like we need to be, where you can just go to a Black factory that's mass producing stuff that owns every single thing that you need. That is not current reality. It's not. So, I still support her, and I still support her. I'm not mad at her. But I do understand if her massive supporters who have used her products for years start to notice. And I hope don't I hope they just don't come out making videos because they mad, lying and stuff like that. Don't do all that. Tell the truth if you were to notice something different has changed, you know. So again, I had showed before. Here are some other Black women to support. You can support more than one Black woman at the same time. I will always support and believe in that all Black women can win at the same time in many industries. We have Hydrate Me Please, again started by April B. She is a celebrity stylist. She has had this company for a few years. She has an oil, a lemongrass oil, the Mega Extreme Growth Oil for $22.50. There's her website, hydratemeplease.com. Another company, eastafricansecrets.com. Her hair is very long. Many people believe she's wearing a lace front. She has proven many times that it is, in fact, her hair. Okay, no matter what a hair texture is, the key to length and everything is what people want. And these growth oils, many people swear by them. So eastafricansecrets.com is another hair oil. And again, every woman up here has more than hair oil on their website. They have shampoos, conditioners, leave-in conditioners, curl defying creams, and much, much more in serums. Okay, the next company, Camille Rose. Camille Rose, okay, started by Miss Stephens. just $9.99. She has about 4 different types of oils. These are just 2 of them. She's pretty popular too. A lot of you have mentioned her before, and I actually might check out some of her products. I'm actually excited about trying out some of these women's products and see, if I like them. Okay. There's also My Carrie Berry. My Carrie Berry, her daughter suffered from alopecia. She started this hair oil and her hair has grown back. Very affordable. Okay. And mycarrieberries.com is where you can purchase. Okay. All right. My Carrie Berries. There's also, this woman was raving again about this product. Okay, LunaRavenOrganics.com. You can see the before picture in 2021 and her hair growth so far. She said using this oil, these oils come in about 3 different sizes again. You can go on their website and purchase these 3 oils or just 1 oil. Okay, then there is Eden Body Works. Eden Body Works, you can find some of her products in Sally's, at Walmart, Target. She became very popular, her products. She has the peppermint tea tree hair oil, also the lavender aloe growth oil, and many more products to try out. Then there's Alake Naturals. This oil is just $10. A nice size oil, okay? AlakeNaturals.com. Essential 17 hair growth oil. Curls.com. The Blueberry Bliss hair growth oil. Okay, for the curly girls, you can go to curls.com and try out a lot of her products, curl defying creams, and much more. And her hair oil. And there's just one more to show. AlodiaHairCare.com. This oil is $20. This is the Nourish and Grow Healthy Scalp Oil. Okay, so as you can see, there are many other Black women-owned companies as well that you can support at the same time who have oils. And there is Main Nutrients by Mia Ashanti. Okay, now so far some of her products again are sold out, but you can always go back to her website and order some of her oil. This is the mango oil. And again, shout out to Shima. Shima might see this video. She popped up the other day. I was so happy she came by. Okay, and Shima oil. ShimaHairCare.com. You can purchase her legendary oil for $20. Okay, so I have a few questions for you. All right. And the phone line is in fact open. The phone line is open. If nobody wants to call, I will end this live, but I wanted to hear the people's opinion today. I wanted to know how you felt about this. Do you support her selling or joining forces, to P&G Beauty for probably millions of dollars? Let's be real. You know, they saw. Oh, okay, I got a call. Hold on. Okay, I got a call, y'all. Hello?
Hi, Cerebral. It's Malia's Diary. I commented earlier. I'm so excited to be talking to you. I watch my twin sister and I watch your videos all the time. So it's cool to actually catch you on a live.
Oh.
But I will answer your question.
Hey, girl. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Oh.
Good. Let me answer your question. I just left the live by accident. I don't know why I can't find your live, but I can't find your live. I don't know why. I'm on your channel.
Well, look, okay, you know what hold on, let me tell you something. They did change some things where if you go on my page, you'll see videos, and then when you look on the right, you'll see lives. My videos are just uploads that I do. Click on live, and every live that I've done will be right there.
Thank you. I found it. First question. question, was selling a smart business decision? Honestly, yes, because P&G, I think that's Procter and Gamble, if I'm not mistaken. But P&G Beauty, they have more capital. Their marketing. They have a big budget. Oh well, how did I? Someone in the comments said, how did I call? Because I already put the number down on my phone. But anyways, this bigger company, they have more capital. They can market way further. When they have a bigger budget, they can reach more people with their marketing. She's going to be able to sell way more because she has a bigger powerhouse behind her, and they have the capital to market to way more people. Will you still buy her product and support? I never did. I actually didn't buy her product before, but this is making me curious. So I think I will support, because at the end of the day, she's still a Black business owner, so I do want to support her.
Okay. Do you think people were wrong trying to call her a sellout just because she did that?
That's tough. Were they wrong? Yes, I think they were wrong because they don't know the background. They don't know what's going on in her. They don't know the whole details. They only know that this is a product they love, but they don't know about what's going on with her business. For the fact that she accepted the offer, she thought that was best. Did she sell out? I don't think she's like you said earlier. As long as she doesn't change the quality of the products, I don't think she sold out. She did what she had to do to make more money for her and her family. So
Yes.
I don't think she sold out.
You know, like I said, I felt like this is a dream come true for a business owner would happen because, I mean, she was already pretty popular, but not this popular where, I mean, the sales were off the charts, and that's why they noticed, and they see this is going to be a win for probably both of them. And I'm happy for her. I just hope that she stays true to her word and just don't change the ingredients. And it's a win-win situation.
I agree. Well, thank you. It's so
All
nice
right.
talking to you. And
Thank
I'll keep
you.
listening. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, such a sweetie. Okay, so the phone line is open. Don't be scared to call in. If you disagree, if you're upset, no matter how you feel, come on and call and let the world know. You know she probably gonna see this video. I guarantee you. I feel it in my spirit that she gonna see this video. So, you know, if you are an avid buyer of her products and you feel some type of way, you're happy, you're upset, you're sad, however you feel, come on and call in and tell the world how you feel about this situation. You know, with Carol's daughter, I thought that it was a great company. I didn't use too many of the products, but her marketing was so wonderful. And she had the backing of, Jada Pickett and Mary J. Blige and because I think she was in the industry a little bit, so she was able to get the support. And her products, from what I hear, just smelled so good, and it was such a good product. And it was like she was the modern Madam C.J. Walker, really, of that time, that we saw. Then a few things happened, and I don't know if she went bankrupt. I don't think so. Something happened, and she didn't have full control of the company, but Carol's daughter is still sold in stores. She's still making a nice living off Carol's daughter. Um, but I can understand how it can get frustrating to some people where you just want the full power in your hand, like no one else can touch it. It's completely Black owned and everything like that. But sometimes you do have to join forces to get your products marketed even better. We don't dominate a lot of industries still, Um, let me see. Hold on for a second, y'all. Hello? Yes. This is cerebral. Do you, okay. Yes. All right. You are live. Yes. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Um, okay, my only beef with the to be a problem. I guess it depends on how she manages. While being with P&G, I just feel like when you walk into the store, non-black white women have plenty of products, and it wasn't until recently that natural hair products started to become mainstream, and you were able to find it at Walgreens and Target. And natural hair products haven't been out that long enough, and now they're being bought out by white corporations again. I noticed someone mentioned the main choice, Shea Moisture, now Carol's Daughter. So yeah, I mean, there's not even that many that's in the mainstream right now, and I don't know. I guess it just depends on how she manages it. Will it start out as her just being a partner with them, and then she'll finally decide to just sell it off to them? So I guess it depends.
So is that your fear of what will happen?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Will you still be buying? Will you still be buying any of her products right now or in the future?
Yeah, I'll buy it as long as it's still the same, I hope.
Okay. Now, I don't want to go too off topic, but what do you feel about BET? You know, BET no longer being owned by Bob Johnson. Do you think that was a
Um,
disastrous move?
um, I, I wasn't really into BT. I mean, I'm in my 20s, so I don't. The only thing I watched on BT was the game, and I don't know, and maybe 106 in Park, and that's it. So I'm not really that familiar with uh
Okay.
BET. I mean, too
Okay.
much.
Okay. Well, is
I
there
mean, I
any?
feel like that's also another, I mean, BET, I know that's like black representation. So it is a shame when a white corporation buys something else because we no longer have that representation. And I think that's my issue with Mielle as well. It's like, are all these black-owned products companies going to sell? They're coming to white corporations, and then it's no longer going to be black owned when we go to the Walgreens and Target. It's all going to be white owned all over again. So, like, what's the point?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you ever use any hair products that's not black owned before Mielle?
Yeah, because we didn't have a choice. But once natural products became available, that's when I used it.
Did you notice a difference between the shampoo? Like, what's a white owned shampoo product you used to use?
I don't know. I mean, my mom, uh, she used on me Johnson and Johnson. I just kept using it. Johnson got the baby shampoo, so that's the only one. And maybe Pantene.
Did what was a significant difference you felt with the black owned product versus Pantene?
Oh, your hair was moisturized. Like after washing my hair with shampoos like Johnson and P&T, my hair was like crispy, dry. Felt like hay.
Mm.
But with the black hair product, I feel like there was a more consideration in adding, shea butters and all these almond oil and grapeseed oil, protein. I feel like
Mhm.
that consideration wasn't in the white-owned products.
Okay. You know, I don't usually like to get very cheap shampoos, but I'm just learning more about hair now. But
Right.
I haven't tried out all of these products. Like the women I showed earlier, I showed some black women own hair companies that I'm going to try out some of their stuff. Because it is true, you need to have the moisture, especially when you have curly hair, keep it from breaking off and everything like that. So, I mean, some people said in the comments that they use Aussie. I've never tried that before. Um, Aussie and Pantene and um, well, Can 2. I'm not sure if Can 2 is black owned or not. I think it is. So, but is
And
it?
then with the low products, you know, it only stops most of the time with just a shampoo and conditioner because that's what mostly white people use. They just use shampoo and conditioner. I feel like once black hair products started to become more mainstream and they started um, advertising oils, that's when white hair companies started selling oils to white people too. Like with the white companies, it was just shampoo and conditioner, but like the curl definers and stuff like that, you know, that's mostly black hair products that offer
So,
that.
it sounds like it's about money. Whatever is the hot
Right.
thing of the moment, let's market that. You know. So, okay. Is there anything else you would like to tell the world?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
That's all we need. Just
All
like you,
right.
but thank you.
All right. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, I've tried like if I go to Ross or TJ Maxx and I'll see a shampoo made for curly hair, I've used it before and it worked fine for me. The thing to me that's really important to me is the conditioner. That's what's really important to me. And then after that, I'll put a leave-in conditioner in. But all right. Honey Lamore says I use Aussie and S Curl. Like I've heard about the curl definer products. Some of them can make your hair feel hard. Like I'm not using no gel. I don't use that hard gel on my hair. Mm-mm. OBS, I think it's called OBS or OSS or something like that. They have a pudding, like a gel pudding type of thing. It's soft. It does the exact same thing as a regular gel. It doesn't take your hair out and stuff like that. The Eco Styler gel is really popular, but I think that helps take out your hair. But it depends on the type of hair you have. So, okay, Garnier Fructis has a decent leave-in conditioner. Type 3 hair and type 4 hair don't take products the same way. Oh, Taraji P. Henson has a nice hair care line. I didn't know she had a hair care line. Feminine Logic says a lot of white women watch our hair tutorials, the kind that follow the trends of what we do, you know. And yeah, like baby hair is really popular now. There's even like black women having debates about who started baby hair on TikTok. People really upset saying the black woman didn't start it. I see the videos. I'm like, no, no, no. Black women did start baby hair. The whole baby hair thing is from black women. Okay. Big hoop earrings is from black women. Okay. I don't know if I could say finger waves completely because that was popular during the 1920s, but I mean, Missy Elliott really brung it back. The finger waves, the twist, the hair twist. Um, Not the Sinhalese type of twist, the hair twist they used to do with the little um, doodoo ball type of things. I used to call them hair buns. It's so many things that black American women have started, and people are arguing on TikTok about who started stuff, and it's like, stop it. You're not gonna say that black women did not make baby hair the thing. Like, don't you don't lie now. Oh yeah, TLC Chili and the baby hairs back in the day, yeah. But then, it kind of left and then it came back. And that was definitely because of black women. Period. You know. So, okay. Oh, Kenya Moore from The Real Housewives has a hairline. I think Tracy Ellis Ross came out with something too. Okay. All right, so the phone line is open. Anybody else want to call in? You know, I don't want to go too off subject. I know that I have a feeling in my bones she's going to see this call in. But while I'm waiting, I'll just talk a little bit. When I mentioned BET, I can't compare. Look, Mielle has not been a disaster. Everything is still good. But when I talk about BET, now I will say what Bob Johnson did to BET is a disgrace. Even I think it was his wife or one of the CEOs, this woman said that she don't even let her kids watch BET no more. BET had the potential to be incredible. They just, I don't know what the hell they was thinking. Like they won't hire good producers, copying MTV shows and making it a black version constantly. No creative juices, not that much. Constantly playing old shows nobody want to watch over and over. Bad award shows with bad production, bad sound quality. Um, the stars who were made by BET don't even show up to the BET Awards. How insulting. Dressing like they go into a barbecue instead of an award show. Just a hot mess all over. And it made me sick because BET did have some good shows back in the day. They had the news, they had well, 106 in Park was pretty good, but we needed more than just that. They needed more, and they had the potential to have so much more. I swear to God, I used to think if I could work for BET, it would be a dream come true because I would turn the whole damn company around. You know, it don't make sense. It's not like BET doesn't have money. They had millions, close to $1 billion. So I never understood why it was ran so ghetto. It was ran like a ghetto company. It made no sense, and they had the opportunity to really give Black Americans something, you know, with really good shows. Um, Now OWN is pretty good with Oprah, but you have to pay to see OWN. TV One has really great potential. That was started by a Black woman who had her own radio company, and they have some really good stuff like Unsung and stuff like that. BET, I used to like when BET would show behind the scenes for like B2K music videos and stuff like that. But I'm like, what happened, BET? What's going on? Where are your interviews of the stars and documentaries and TV shows and reality shows that's not all always ghetto with poor quality, camera quality, like it's being made off a busted phone? I mean, what's going on here? You know, if I was Bob Johnson, I would have fired half the people at BET and rehired the top professionals in their field when it comes to media production. Do I know who Tom Welling is? Sounds a little familiar, but no. If I seen his face, I probably know who he is, but um, I'm not sure right now. Tell me, B girl, who is he? Tom Welling. You know, BET. I'm like, why did this happen? Why did this happen? Now, I mean, you have to order. They have it BET on streaming services now just to be able to watch some shows. I mean, it's just craziness what's going on. But cable TV ain't what it used to be anyway. Like I said, I don't even watch TV that much all the time. Sometimes I do. I'm able to see exactly what I want, but things have changed. Everything is streaming and all that stuff. But I wish that I could have been somebody big on BET to help change the company. I had some ideas of stuff. You know, they don't even play music videos on TV no more like they used to. MTV had stopped playing music videos. BET stopped playing music videos. VH1 stopped playing music videos. The music industry has changed. It's not even the same anymore. The artists aren't making love ballads and timeless stuff. I've been said that. It's just not the same at all, you know? But this is the wrath of what happened when the black woman got screwed over in the entertainment industry. Everything soulful and good and with flavor has dwindled severely, you know, in my opinion. You got a few out there that's still good, but it ain't the same. We all know that. So, you know, Nikki says, yep, they lower the frequency. Yep, yep. So, well, I guess no one's going to call right now, but I've had the callers who did call, I thank you for your calls, and I love sharing this information about what happened. We shall see in the future what happens. I'm sure if anything changes, we will see the Black women all over TikTok going, to letting the world know and everything like that. But y'all, make sure you look at those companies. Check out those women I showed you. Okay, we can have other Black women on the same level of Mielle. Okay? You can still support Mielle's products, and you can support those other Black women who have their hair products. And there's others I'm sure I missed. Maybe one day I'll do a show in the future showing all these Black women with these hair care lines and products and stuff like that. Y'all could even do reviews on them if you want to. So, you know, there's always room for more than one, and I'm happy that her business has hit the stratosphere, and hopefully she stays true to her audience and to her word and don't change those ingredients. So, thank you all so much. Y'all take care. Bye, everyone. I'll check my email later on tonight. Bye. Bye, everyone. And if you have any stories again that you would like to send me, now I don't always cover everything sent now, but I will check it out. Okay? So, if you want to talk or interview or whatever or share something. All right. So, again, thank you all for joining me.
Hold on for a second. Yes, I'm interrupting this video with my little commercial. I have a little announcement. That's that I am doing some life coaching. Many of you love the advice that I give, and I cannot wait to speak to some of you about any problems you're going through, men or women, any secrets that you have that you just can't tell anybody about. You can speak to me for 30 minutes for $30. And the way that you can do this is Cash at me. My Cash App is in the description box, and you can leave me your phone number with your name if you have room in the subject line. I will call you between the hours of 6 p.m. through 8 p.m. the same day or the same week. I promise to speak to you, and we can talk about anything again, secrets, anything that's bothering you. I give pretty good advice, and one thing I'm going to tell you is that I'm going to keep it very real with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you. I'm going to tell you the truth. We're going to have a real conversation. 30 minutes, okay? So that's all I wanted to say. I look forward to the people that would love to speak to me for 30 minutes one-on-one. So let's get back to the video. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.